Добрий день, я вітаю всіх, хто
Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you. My name is Olga Atamanova. Welcome to Ukraine Media Center. This is the 964th day after full-scale invasion of Russian Federation into Ukraine. And today we are going to talk about the agrarian sector, and we are going to discuss what is the situation there as of now about this year's harvest and about the challenges our agrarians face today. We have Denis Marchuk, deputy head of the All-Ukrainian Agrarian Council, with us. Hello. Let's start from the harvest. We already can finalize our understanding what is our harvest this year. Is it good, or what is the dynamics comparing with previous years after full-scale invasion? Well, we still finalizing the process. Corn is still harvesting. Only 50% of fields are processed as of now. For corn, approximately 57 million. For oilseeds and for beetroot, we have more than 62 million tons of different harvest processes ongoing, and the numbers 72 millions, considering that sunflower and soybeans are still in the process of harvesting due to dry period. We couldn't collect enough harvest, especially for sunflower. We have a decrease, and we will have approximately 25-26 millions, and that will impact export potential for this culture. We continue our work, and we are now sowing winter crops, so we started that process early, and we are in the process of our works. What are the forecasts regarding export of our corn for this year? Export potential for today is approximately, by estimates, up to 60 million tons for all crops. Talking about wheat, we will have more than 16 million tons. Why? Because in the situation of large risks and because of drought, because wheat suffered less, we received approximately 22 million tons for our harvest, and approximately 5.7 we will need for internal consumption, and rest can be exported. Due to shellings and severe shellings, which are more often in last weeks, so we still have regular exchanges of ships, and our corn corridor is operating for more than a year now, and we export majority of crops and agrarian products, agricultural products through this corridor. So in the conditions of harvesting and the proposal which and supply which we have in the market, we have quite good results. The prices are good in this season too. Why prices went up? Because there is a problem with corn and wheat in the world in general because of the drought as well, and Ukraine has a very strong role in this regard, so prices went up. And in this season, I hope that because of improvement and increase of price, we will be able to reach the results of the last year. We see the challenges are intensifying, and they have intensified in recent weeks that impacted export opportunity as well. Of course, they have military goals, and they aim at creating economic problems for Ukraine. At the same time, as an exporter country, and they export green crops too. They understand that should we have problems with export, they will earn more money on their export. So the trade trend will be not to get products from Ukraine, but from other markets. So they also have economic benefit to attack port infrastructure of Ukraine. Thank you very much for this answer. Now I'd like to move to another topic. State Statistics Service in its report mentioned that in September agricultural goods increased in prices the most comparing to the beginning of this year. Why this trend is happening? Why potatoes and other cultures increased in prices? Well, if we look at so-called boorish bucket, will see that, well, because of drought and because of abnormal heat, a lot of vegetables were not harvested in proper amounts. So that was one of the factors. Another factor, these are other elements of price composition, inflation, taxation amendments, and preparation of business to increase of their taxes. So they have to create pricing which will cover these risks. And also there is one more factor related to attraction of additional power sources. This factor had huge impact at the beginning of summer, and we expect it to play a huge role in the nearest time. Nevertheless, all the producers are preparing and they purchase equipment. So should they use this equipment to ensure a good quality of their products, they will have to use them, and that may impact the prices. So I hope that a stabilization of prices is going to take place soon, but nevertheless vegetables will become more expensive in soon. What is your forecast for the future? What are the products which are most sensitive to prices? Well, vegetables, dairy products. In winter period, cows give less milk. And also during winter period, feedstock will cost more money. So on average, I believe that during autumn and winter, we would see that dairy products will increase in prices. In August, they had 3% increase. In September, 5%. I believe that till February, increase will last. The same will be for eggs, with poultry meat, all these products. So they will add up to 10-15% during winter period. Traditionally, also cereals increase in prices for winter. Well, buckwheat is one of the top interests of our people. So they use it a lot. In this season, we have changes in production of buckwheat. Last year, there was increase because the year before we didn't have enough harvest, and so last winter there was a huge increase in price for buckwheat. Therefore, sowing increased, and this year. Last year we saw a decrease in prices, so this year a lot of producers decided not to sow too much. That is why, due to drought and less sowing, we would see less harvests, and our consumption makes approximately 120,000 tons, so we produce 90% of this demand, and we expect some big moments during winter when we will have to import. Therefore, the growth will come, and I believe that price up to 50 hryvnias may be seen in price tags, but nevertheless, as of now, we see increase only in 3%. Well, coming back to our producers topic, well, as to this year, how we manage to cover the occupied territories and engage them in this season? Do you see any problems with this in regions? Well, we have a huge problem with frontline areas, and it's not only because of mining east of Ukraine, despite of permanent challenge. They don't have they have poor harvests, and also they don't have enough storages for their harvests. They are in need in strong support from the state and from the banks, and today they are offered with different support mechanisms for pre-frontline territories, 1,000 hectares or 1,000 hryvnia, 2,000 hryvnias per hectare, but these are not the financial opportunities which may allow people to maintain their operations. With frontline moving further, people have to move back from it, and they experience losses. What should we do to help them with that? And as to temporarily occupied territories, agrarians who left temporarily occupied territories, they couldn't suspend repayment of their loans for the period of the occupation of that territories. Therefore, they are still in need to find money to repay their debts. Therefore, today we have to think how can we support our producers and our people as to increase of arable lands and available lands from the moment of the occupation. Approximately 4,100 hectares are demined, and to make them arable, we need to invest into technology, and banks are not eager to finance that. Should we have support, we'll see more demining and we'll see more sowing. We already see a trend of good cases on demining with the support of the state to the companies who are dealing with demining. Should the state give more money, we'll see more cases like that. As to the 579 program, how this program covers all the needs? Well, this program is quite successful. Producers utilize it, and when in March 2025, when it's over, we need to think about further support from the government, because people, well, in November, December, they make budgets for next periods, and they have their own expectations for this program. We would like to see higher limits from 90 billions to 150 millions, because everything gets more and more expensive, and that will create a win-win situation for everyone. More harvests, more money from export. As to our international partners, are they ready to invest in the Ukrainian agrarian sector? Do you have such examples? Do you see a potential in this area, or we cannot speak about investments into our agriculture today? Well, of course, there is an interest. Everyone is expecting negotiations, some kind of that, which will help to stop the war, so investments will come. because everybody is interested in investing in agrarian, in agriculture. Well, we know that there are programs related to projects for methane, biomethane, so into the areas which can generate revenue. However, in any case, foreigners are afraid to invest. They are afraid of shellings, and to invest in some infrastructure, it's quite risky. Well, we could expect for more active investments only after the end of the war. Thank you very much for joining in. Dear colleagues, I'd like to remind you that we had Denis Marchuk, Deputy Head of the All-Ukrainian Agrarian Council. We continue our work. Thank you very much to our army for their protection. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to heroes.